A lot, man. Pretty quiet person in reality. I feel like a lot of people have a sense of crushing anxiety about everything, and I feel that too, but I hide it well. So you'd look at me and you'd probably not really second guess it.
I've never really told anybody about any of my bouts of depression. I'm just someone that sort of keeps that to himself.
Everyone thinks I'm calm and collected, well, because I just seem pretty confident, but I'm incredibly lonely.
That's why I like VR chat, you know, like you can just sort of be yourself. You don't have to worry about what people think of you, because you'd be Winnie the Pooh, you could be an alien. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. You just sort of, your personality is the only thing that shows.
Humble's probably not the right word, but I don't go out and try to make myself better or tell people that I'm better at this or I'm this and that. I try to make everyone like just happy. So probably the biggest thing that people don't know about me is that I'm very anxious about my life and I'm very depressed about it, but I just throw on a face to make everyone not concerned.
No, I'm fine saying this because nobody knows who I am. I have Asperger's, and I still haven't told that to my girlfriend, which I really need to.
I don't have a dad.
When I'm alone at home, I drink a lot.
That I've tried to kill myself for. I just don't tell them because I don't think they're business.
It's like if you run a lot and your heart starts pumping, it's like that, but without the running.
Life's too short to not play music if you love it. If you love music enough, then you'll eventually learn how to play it. All the problems that occur, they'll go away. If you keep at it.
That I'm not a virgin, I guess.
I want to boop your Snoop. Boop. Dad, I boop your Snoop? You're welcome.
That I'm trying my best at everything.
I mean, it kind of kills me too, because this generation of millennial, Gen Z, it's like everyone says they're depressed, everyone says they're unhappy, but they just jump on the bandwagon about it. They don't actually, I mean, I'm sure they felt true unhappiness. I'm sure they've been depressed about things. These, 20, 21, 19, 18-year-olds, even 14-year-olds, they don't understand what true unhappiness is. They don't understand what true depression is. They don't know the feeling of unworthiness. They just, I lost my girl, or my parents got divorced, which that's a little bit different, but still they don't know that it's more of like a mental illness versus they're mixing depression and being sad at a moment, and they're combining them together versus knowing the difference between being unhappy in a moment or being sad about something versus something that you cannot fix.
I have autism.
That I have, let's just say, bought some a fun time video before. Let's just call it that.
You buy it? Oh God!
I don't have like anybody. I live alone. Ask people how they're feeling. Some people, when they're at their lowest, don't show it, and it's nice to have someone to talk to. Even when they don't show it, they need someone. It's so nice being able to speak to people, even if they don't want to. Well, seem like they don't want to.
But the ways I got through depression was just waiting it out, sort of, because my depression, it's usually timed. It usually only lasts a few weeks to a few months.
Honestly, I don't really keep any secrets to myself. I always feel like I have to share something with somebody else.
You're very much like me then. I have the same thought.
I always tell someone that, like, I always have these group of friends that I talk to saying, I have a terrible sleep schedule, something like that. I don't know. I like to share stuff.
It just affects your mental health if you keep secrets all the time, and it just makes you feel like you can't share anything with people.
I think VRChat helps with that a lot, honestly.
But I have been more unhappy than happy in my life, and I kind of have to put on a fake personality just so everyone around me is happy, and I kind of feed off their happiness. But I will say every time I come home or every time I'm by myself, I don't really do anything besides just put on kind of like an anxious vibe, and I just kind of sit and I just think about everything I've done wrong, think about everything that makes me upset. Nothing really like makes me happy on my own unless I'm with someone. Then I can feel happy.
I can do a weird thing with my lip where I can suck it in and out really fast on the bottom half. I go.
It's something I'm not unproud of it, but it's something that I'm hesitant to tell her because I feel like she'll just be like, oh, now she's gonna treat me differently. I don't know, I'm fine with myself. I accept myself for everything about myself. This is maybe my third day on it, and I'm much more talkative on here than I am with any people in real life.
And sooner or later, that will transfer into real life. But this is all I gotta say. If she really is your girlfriend, she will accept you no matter what your flaws are. You can do it, man. I believe in you.
Thank you so much, dude.
I'm kind of sad lately. That's why I'm drinking. I've been living by myself like a year and a half now. Quarantine made me even more lonely, you know?
Yeah, I have a web pill, which most people don't know about me because I wear shoes.
Have a good specialty of being able to fall asleep while standing. That's kind of cool. I've done it at work. Impressive, right?
I like to be in control about things. I like to know everything that's going to happen. And so to me, the feeling of not knowing makes me anxious, and me being anxious makes me very sad and unhappy. It's kind of weird to explain. I've never been asked this before. This is honestly the first time in my life I've said this, but it is, you know, video game and no one knows my name on here.
Even if you feel like there's something wrong about you, even if you feel like someone won't accept you or there's some negative aspect of you, always remember that it's not negative, it's not a bad aspect, nothing about you is negative. You are perfect the way you are and you don't need to change at all. Just try your hardest in life and just keep going.
I can't see a therapist for what I have or what I think I have in the military, just because if I do have some kind of form of mental illness, I'll get medically discharged. And I mean, I'll get help. They'll help me with it, but they don't want to give someone, you know, a gun and, you know, mentally unstable. So I understand that, but I just kind of, I've dealt with it. You know, I'm never gonna hurt myself or want to kill myself or nothing like that. So like, I'm okay dealing with it on my own.
Thing is, I wasn't really born without a quirk. It's kind of embarrassing to talk about, but sometimes when you're in doubt and you're feeling down, you don't know what to do, I feel like you just gotta whip it out. It's the menu, but if you hit the top right one, Winnie the Pooh, are you okay? Grab my hand!
If I was talking to everybody in the world right now, I would say you might have a really just day. That day will continue to the next day and the next week and the next month. But one thing I always like to tell myself is your life has to get really and muddy and nasty for you to be able to come up and enjoy what you want. I've lived in very poor environments, you know, domestic violence, drugs and alcohol, not going to school, not knowing who I am, not having food. Just got to think about the future. And once you get to the point of you're satisfied with your life, everyone says, you know, don't think about the past. But when you get there and you get to the point to where you have everything and you're satisfied and you're finally happy with your life, go back and look at the past. Don't just not think about the past. Go back and look at the past and say, you know what? I went through all of this.
I need to conquer this land for the glory of Mother Russia.
Us men, we don't talk about our feelings. We just kind of push it down and eventually it'll blow up, and then we just do the same process over. We put everything in. And women are the same way. But I don't know women as well as I know men because I am a man. It's okay to cry, it's okay to get upset, it's okay to go to your significant other, talk about what's bothering you. Talking to somebody about how you feel and why you're upset, it helps you. It helps release and it helps you think about it differently, and it just helps you get scapegoats and stuff like that. I'm kind of like going off and on topics, but I've never really been asked any of this before. I'm just kind of alone chilling or out drinking. So life progress. Oh my god, I watch these. I watch these. I actually watch these, dude.